If you had 5 minutes to capture a feeling, what would your frame look like? Today, two photographers go head to head, each bringing their own style to play.
My name is Karina, and I've been shooting photography for a long time, like since I was 8, but just recently since August.
My name is Morgan, and I have been shooting for close to 2 years. Photography is a way for me to portray what I see through my eyes when I look at things. So even if it's just a short glimpse of it, it's going for more of a raw emotion.
My photography style is natural light. I like it to almost resemble what I took.
It is dark, gloomy, kind of creepy, but again, just trying to get the emotion of a focal point. I don't do a lot of portrait shooting. I just typically tag along with my wife, and when I see something I really enjoy, I try to capture it.
Vines in Motion came from, well, I'm engaged, and so I wanted to use my last name that I'm going to have. And the in motion part, because I always want to be in motion. I never want to sit still.
Here's how the frame works. Each photographer will be given a concept. They'll have 5 minutes to capture one photograph they believe represents that concept. After that, they get 30 minutes to edit. The images will be judged not on perfection, but on the emotion they carry. Photographers, the concept you need to capture is something that feels like hope. You have 5 minutes to capture the frame, and your time starts now.
I wanted to get as many areas in the 5 minutes that I could to kind of give myself a variety. So I was just running and taking pictures. There was really no plan.
They took the butterfly mural. I didn't know it was gone.
I did have a plan before the timer started, and then I started that way, and then was like, nope. Turned around and went back the other way. I'm just kind of a go with the flow. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. But yeah, it was cold. My ears were cold. That was my main concern. Where we were located is a major area where the tornado did hit, and where I took my image, it shows the path of where that is pointing towards and where the tornado went in the town of Joplin.
I wish I could have brought a drone to take a picture, because that whole area to me is hope. I feel like although time has changed, it's also stayed the same. And there's a certain heaviness in the air from the tornado, but it also feels really light at the same time.
And for what that area, as Corinne was saying, that area means to a lot of people that are from here and have lived through that. So a lot of people that are from here know what that symbolizes when they see it.
Whew. Is time up yet?
About a minute left.
Okay. I'm going this way. Whew. Oh my gosh. It is so cold. I think I'm good.
think I got this. When I heard the concept, I'm like, all right, there's plenty in this area to work with just from the history, from the tornado. And again, if you're from here, you know what that all is. So it kind of clicked as soon as you said it, like, okay, we'll go for this.
Whew. That was not easy.
There's a couple that I'm working with. So I had an idea and I gave myself a couple to work with different views of what I was aiming for.
I have 3 that I think might be the shot. So it's just the way the light hits the picture for me.
Welcome to the judging. This is where the images are finally revealed, and where one photographer moves forward. Joining us today are 3 judges, each bringing a different perspective. Together, they'll discuss what these images made them feel and come to a unanimous decision on who moves forward. Our first judge tonight is Jess, a model with the passion for creative sessions. She's spent her life building beauty through different forms of art, from handcrafted jewelry to home design. She brings a unique sensitivity to detail and intention inside the frame. Our second judge is Matthias, returning to the frame. With years behind the lens, he's developed a disciplined understanding of light, composition, and visual structure. As the creator of Heart's Cove, he believes every photograph should say something, even in silence. Joining our panel tonight is Julian, a grad student with a background in graphic design and photography, bringing a general viewer's perspective and focusing on what truly connects at first glance. Now, it's time for the images. Image 1. This frame was captured by Karina. Photographer, please explain your frame.
Past this picture is where the old St. John's Hospital used to sit. And I feel like a lot of us in Joplin spent a lot of time looking up at that building just like that. So I just wanted to portray the hope with that and then the new life around it, and also just some light on the picture to show that it's not always dark.
Thank you. Image 2. This next image was captured by Morgan. Photographer, please explain your frame.
So with this picture, I chose it because, like Karina was saying, where we were located today is where the old Mercy was. So where these hands and cross are, it is where the hospital used to sit as well. But when you're in this location where those hands and cross, when you look at it, you're looking into Joplin, the exact path that the tornado took. But so, I mean, it wiped out that whole area and they started putting stuff up, and in an empty spot where something so meaningful used to be, you now have the hands and the cross that also still show the weathering of the storms after the big one that we had.
Thank you. Judges, you've now seen both frames. Please discuss which image connected with you the most. Then, announce the photographer moving forward.
I think both of these are really good images for their own specific reasons. Their tone is a bit different in the way they portray it, but you can definitely get a sense of hope through each image. I think the image on the left gives the tone of hope in terms of by portraying it through the youth. As you can see, it's a group of children who appear to be looking towards something, and that's only supported by the tree in the background, kind of representing growth in a way. So that's kind of how I take that. I think it gives us hope for the future, hope in the youth, and just hope for whatever may come. With the image on the right, especially how the photographer talked about it was after the event that went down, the storm, the tornado. It's hope in adversity, in darkness, kind of representing light within the dark.
I mean, I kind of agreed with what you were saying, especially like for the first one where it kind of feels like they're like looking towards the future in a way. Like the way they're like looking up and like off, like, I don't know, like a daydream.
Right.
I think the first image is very well portrayed with a very hopeful take. Obviously, taking the children as part of what's coming in the future, what we can do to make the world a better place with the youth. But also that second image is really speaking how through the darkness something still stands, especially how photographer was saying that everything that was wiped in that area, they decided to portray something and put something that could symbolize that Joplin was still going to stand strong.
Yeah.
It's a tough one for me, I think.
I like how in the second one they chose like also a symbol that like with us being in the Bible Belt and stuff is like also a symbol that a lot of people typically look to for like a representation of like hope and like Christianity and good vibes and stuff, and like so that one I could definitely see like the hopeful vibe and like I don't know, they're both very good in their own way because like one's super light, one's very dark and contrasting, and like I wasn't expecting them to be so different.
The contrast of both of them makes it really difficult to choose because they're both portraying it so well.
Karina, the way your photo hit to me was like it gave me the vibe of like we're looking forward towards like hope, like they were like looking off towards like a daydream or something, and then Morgan, yours gave me like the vibe of like I don't know, like we had hope and like we're going through something hard and like this is like what we're looking to is like something to give us like a symbol of like our hope or that we've been through something hard and this is like the strength coming from it. And like I don't know, they were both very like opposite vibes kind of, but I still loved it too though because it was such a hard decision.
Image number one, Karina, I kind of will add on to what she said. I do think that it really spoke along with the topic of hopeful, having the kids portray the youth and what we leave behind, what's to come after us, also kind of like looking off into the distance, and there was like a beam of light kind of hitting their faces. I don't know if that was added on or if that was just there, but that was also like another thing that really spoke to me, where it's like, all right, we're looking into the light, there is future, there is things to look forward to. So it really felt like it was portraying hopeful in a lot of different ways. For image number two, I feel like it made this so hard because it's like it was so opposite to the bright and I guess lightful feeling that the first image gave, but it also like really symbolized the topic at hand in a different way, in a different light, literally. And that second frame with the hands and the cross, as she was saying, I will kind of add on to that as well, is that to me it felt like we have gone through something so difficult, obviously with the tornado here in Joplin, and it was kind of a resemblance of, I guess, triumph. We've made it, we've accomplished it, this is what's left. We've lost a lot of things and this is what we have left, and again, obviously resembling that, the cross and all of what that means. So that's personally how I felt about both of those.
Yeah, kind of along the lines of what they said. Karina, first image, we brought up the idea of the youth. We thought that was like kind of a symbolic of like looking toward the future. And I also brought up the point about the tree in the background, kind of representing growth and, things that last and like growing from one point to another. Like we said, it was a very light image. It had a lot of idea of like what's to come. And that's one thing that is represented when you see children, when you see the youth. It's like you kind of got to pour into them and in the hopes that they grow and make something better for themselves. Morgan, image number two, that was very powerful. I felt like very intense emotion when seeing that image. It was striking with the lighting and the editing that you used. It really made a hard contrast to what Karina was doing, which I really appreciated. Like they said, it made it very difficult because they're both kind of in their own little categories now.
After talking it through, we feel the frame that connected to us the most and the photographer that will be moving forward is Karina.
Even if you're a new photographer, that's okay, and you can do big and great things just being a new photographer.
Specifically targeting the concept of feeling hope. And as I mentioned, or we both mentioned here, that your image made it so hard because we were almost struggling to decide whether it was representing hope or whether it was representing triumph, victory, we've overcome. Whereas like just having the children there and like the light onto the children, this is like, I feel like to us what hope is going to be in the future. But the fact that yours was so contrary to hers, we were saying like if they were both like really bright and light, I feel like it might have even been an easier decision. But because they were so contrary to each other, it made it so much more difficult.
Just getting to know new people within this industry and how they're different and how they see things. And it's nice being able to see different people's point of views because nobody's point of view is the same. We could look at something and see the same thing essentially, but it have different meaning, or you might see something and I might see something just a centimeter off and it's going to be a big difference, but it's still something. So